Good morning, cyber traders, and happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully, everybody's ready for the weekend. Another adventure at Cyber Trade University. Looks like we've got a couple of nice little movers as usual. This AGMH, nice little pop, inexpensive. 7 o'clock this morning in the $5 price range, hitting around $8 resistance. It was a $75 stock at one point of last year, but looks like doesn't looks like a typical story of a stock that we've traded before. Maybe getting a little dead cat bounce, but we'll play it out. We'll check out some iceberg orders that are out there and a little bit after that. But good to see you too, Richard, William, David, everyone on social media. So anyway, regarding about yesterday, we had a couple of nice, decent stocks that moved. It wasn't the greatest Thursday. We had a really couple of good stocks I want to go over. Especially we had the Intel that had a good pop in pre-market. I know a lot of you guys did well on that. Also, some of the swing trades that we had are also doing pretty well too. We'll check those stuff out. But let me bring up the Tesla trade really quick. Let me see what's going on. I want to show you what I see here. I know a lot of us own this stock. I end up buying more TSYY. I bought more of the ETF, of the dividend play on it. I actually, believe it or not, I bought it for my father-in-law. I bought him some too. And he was like really excited about it. And he's like, wow, he goes, he didn't know that there were companies out there that pay you a weekly dividend. I was like, I didn't even know either until a couple of months ago. But before I get my family involved, I always like to make sure that, because I manage a lot of accounts for across the board through my whole families. And, because obviously they're not going to give it to somebody else and want someone that trades all day. So I watch for them, and he was pretty excited about it. But what's nice about this Tesla trade, I want you to kind of look at it really quick. You see how it's consolidating right here? This is why I like it. I know a lot of us here own it right around these prices, right around the 337. But there's the big resistance levels back here in January. So if we can get past it, and if we could start making a higher high, we want to see consolidation. This stock can make a really, really nice big pop right here. So, I've been a very big fan of it. I think I probably got maybe, I would say 30% of my portfolio is tied in Tesla, and it's the TSLL, TSLY, TSYY. All right. So that's where basically I'm at with those stocks. Now, regarding everything else, some of the, NVIDIA obviously holding here pretty strong, not really doing too much. And what else we got that's moving on? Everything's pretty much down. The market's kind of flat today. We were watching the IPO on StubHub. I'm still focusing on this stock. I want to see it build some type of a support. If it holds here pretty strong, I might be interested in a buyer. The PL is doing really well too on a swing trade. I don't know if anybody who jumped in this one, but this was a gorgeous Fausto flag. Everyone should have got in somewhere around the 960, 970 price range on a swing trade on that one. That one's doing pretty well too on that stock right there. Let's look at one other stock right here. P-Sky. Okay, so I was curious with the firing of Jimmy Kimmel. I was curious if the stock was going to do anything. It's kind of holding here pretty strong around 18. I might jump into it. We'll see if this holds up for the next couple of days. But Skydance might be an interesting play too on a swing trade. But regarding about the day trades yesterday, what we traded, just let's go over those really quick before we go on this morning. We got the QS that had a really nice move. It showed up later on during the day, and quantum stocks, I mean, they're still moving up pretty strong, but this one ran from 1020 all the way up. It had a nice push up until about 4 o'clock, right around the 12. Nice little mover right there on the QS. I put it on the B list. I'm going to keep an eye on it. That one's not that bad. We'll keep an eye on that one. We had Lace. Also had a midday big runner-up. That one ran from 350 to 550. CDLX also yesterday, nice early morning run. That one just popped from like $1.50 to $3. She's still holding pretty strong right here, but looking at it on the long-term chart, we got big resistance levels right around here at 360. So I'm going to probably scratch that out. Not going to throw it back in there. The Intel was great in pre-market, and it did come back down from its highs, 33 down to 30. So can it be a short? Let's see what happens during the course of the day. We'll keep an eye on that one too. And the VKTX, that was another one that's doing pretty good. Was really, really good. That one right there went from like $23 all the way to 26. Took a very, very big hit. This is Viking, right? This, I think, is another. Is Viking Pharmaceutical? I think this is. I think there's another pharmaceutical stock. This one right here, I know had a. It's got the weight loss drug. Let me see. Is it that? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, Viking Therapeutic. Yeah, I remember this stock went from 25 up to 100. Wow, came all the way down to that price. Damn. Looks like it could be a good swing trade. We'll put that on the watch list. I want to see what happens that over the course of the day if it holds you pretty strong. All right, so regarding about this going into today, now remember, it is Friday. You don't want to get too cocky. It's a nickels and dimes day. Unless something really jumps out at us, we don't want to get nuts. I mean, we had a really, really good month so far. Yesterday, we had a very big, a great audience that showed up in the open house that we did. We got a lot of new members that signed up. Like I tell everybody, just if you're new here to Cybertrade University and you're in the trading floor, just sit back and watch. We always tell you the 3 L's: look, listen, and learn. That's it. You want to make sure this is for you or not. But this AGMH looks pretty good right here. It is starting to trend down. You could see right here some of the iceberg orders. It is trending down from its highs. So it is on the category 3 level, but it's not that bad. AGMH. Good volume, good movement, 65 million shares. It was a $100 stock last year. Finally making a big little bounce right here. I kind of love that. That's kind of what we're looking for. We do have a 70,000 share buyer that's sitting right now around 635. So we're at 690. That's at right here. That's a support level right there. So I can see why the guy's buying it at that price. So that one looks pretty good. We're going to keep eye on that. Zoom Z. This one just popped out of nowhere. Okay. You could just see it. 9 o'clock just made a huge run right here. $2 to $9. Oh my God. Talking about a pop. That's why we like to do our events. Start our morning class at this time. Let me go check out the orders. Zoom. ZooZ. Let's go see what the orders look like on this stock. The orders are still not showing up yet. Weird. This is what I got. This is what it's showing me here. There was some orders here. It just came out of nowhere. Some orders starting to show up here. I don't know. A lot of algorithms popping up right there. You could see it. These orders just got filled, and all of a sudden these buyers showed up here. You could see it right there. That's why I took off. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. That looks like a really interesting one. Probably in the category 4 already. ATMV. 56. Ugly spread. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Another stock, disgusting spread on this one too. BREA, that's another one I got here. Let's bring that up right now. Like I said, it's going to be, this one's going to be, this had a really great run yesterday. Halt after halt after halt. Right in the middle of the day, it was at $6. It ran all the way to $50. That was another one that had a big, big runner. She's up a little bit today. It's a very volatile stock. So unless you're a category 5 trader, stay away from it. Remember, the first form of trading is it tradable for you? All right. This one, on the other hand, nice spread, good volume, resistance at 140. Got some buyers out here at 120. This one looks like something is tradable for all of us. Put that on the watch list. This one looks like garbage. WLDS, nice push, 19%, 800,000 shares. Just starting to make a little bit of a move right here. Let's go check out the orders on this one. WLDS. Let's see what we got going on with this one. Got to get some data, get some historical data here. All right, you can see it's some big iceberg orders showing right around here, around 640, 650. All right, so we're almost there. WLDS. Not a bad looking stock. And 17%. Good volume on this XSII. Another one, a $250 stock got destroyed. Love that bottom fish. Like I said, we always look for stocks that get really beat up. Could probably pass on this right now. ASST, we traded the stock before. The stock took a very big hit. Looks like it's at support levels. First day that's up. Not bad. ASST, what we're looking for. Maybe get a little dead cat bounce on that one. Losers, anything there? Nothing in the losers column. We had this beef fly. This on butterfly. We traded the stock before too. This was a nice little mover yesterday. Made a nice little pop. Let's put this on our watch list. BFLY. Not bad. And that's about it. I don't think I see anything else out there. All right, traders. Michael made $2 on the short. Way to go, Michael. On the ZUZ. All right. You able to get the short off on that one? Definitely, stock to go from 2 to 9. You're going to definitely get some retrace go on that one. Absolutely. All right. Good call there. All right, traders. Any stocks out there that we're missing that I did not call out? I think we pretty much got them all. Remember, it is Friday. Let's not get too cocky. Let's not get too crazy. If you see something, we'll say something. If you're new here to Cyber Trade University, if you're watching on social media, if you want to come join our free trading room, just take that little QR code, scan on your phone. We'll get you in the room. In the meantime, if you're new here, make sure you watch those videos that we gave you and just sit back and watch. And Cyber Traders, as always, make your money for the day and call it a day. Remember, it's not a full-time job, all right? Let's make our money and enjoy the weekend. Good luck, everyone. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Do not go anywhere. All right, traders? Thanks.